Hey everybody, how's it going? I had some technical difficulties earlier, but I'm back and I have it all figured out and situated. And today we're going to be doing some card reading, some card pulls, some talking about A Course in Intuition, Symbology, and Card Slinging, which is, I'm getting ready to do round two. Yeah, I already had round one. So I'm getting ready to do round two for this course in Intuition and Card Slinging. And I thought I might bring it to the channel, bring it to Eye of the Oracle. I know I have a lot of fellow card readers or card slingers or card reading enthusiasts here that would want to be interested in this approach of card reading. If you've noticed, I've called card reading card slinging because it's a different approach. It's a different modality to card reading. You might have heard of other people being calling it, but I really feel when I first heard it, I heard it off of a book from Chris Ann, and I thought that this was an amazing terminology for it, and like, what really can card slinging be? And so everybody could do a form of card reading, and everybody can card read, but for me, card slinging comes into a more deeper idea of what the symbolic meaning of the card means, the other different symbols that are going on in the card, and what they mean and how they lace together to create the story. If you had one of my card readings before, you might know that there's a difference. That there's a difference in the way that I read cards, because the way that I read cards is about you. It's hardly ever anything about the future. It might bring in future events that might happen, or past events that has happened, or even what's going on right now with the symbols that show you that this is for you. Other than that, there's no, they're feeling this way for that, they're feeling this. It's not ever about another person. That's not what real card slinging is about. Real card reading is about, anyways, to find divinational ways about another person. Divinational ways are to always find out about you and your processes and what blocks you might be coming up with. So let me just give you that one right now. All right. So that's not what you're going to get here on this channel. You're not going to get finding out about other people. You're going to get finding out about you. All right. So I'm just going to set that one right there. And especially in with card slinging and card reading and the course in intuition, you're going to learn how to open up a symbolic dictionary, like create your own symbolic dictionary, learning how to categorize, characterize, and even crochet the thread. Okay, so it's all modalities and concepts that I've created and come up with on how to use your intuition, how to use your symbology, the knowing of your symbology, the symbolic dictionary, and how to use card slinging in this tactical and practical way. All right, so I'm going to be going next into just doing some general card pulls for whatever signs they might be resonating with. Again, this is about the sign. It's not anything predictive. It's about what they're going through right now and experiencing, and solutions that could possibly help for that scenario. So if you feel called to that scenario, even though it's not your sign, it might be your moon sign, it might be your rising sign, it might be any other list of signs that are in your chart, or even if the message just resonates with you. All right. So let's get started. Let's get going, and we're gonna do some card pulls. So I see some people come in. I know it's been a long ass time since I've activated this channel, so I don't really expect a bunch of people to be on. But I hopefully when you guys see this, you guys show some interest. And let me get you the link to check out. I'm gonna do an open house on Thursday. I'm doing an open house on Thursday. As it's a Zoom meeting where you get to come in and experience a sample of one of the classes that is in the course that I've been talking about. It's the class is called Intuition and the Symbol. So I'm gonna invite you guys to come and do that. There's the link right there in the comments. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna shuffle some decks, and let's get started into some card pulls. You guys notice there might be some new decks that you guys don't recognize that you do. Everybody might still be at work right now. I actually have a good amount of decks out right now. If I end this and then you guys come on later and you guys watch this and I see some comments, I might come on later on this evening and do some more card pulls. Okay? Maybe I should share this. Sure. Oh, right there. There's this thing that I've been going through with about being unapologetically you. I hope you guys do that. I hope you guys understand. I hope you guys come across a feeling or a knowing of being unapologetically you. All right, so that's where we're going with this. So yeah, so over the last like 2 months, I put a student through it. I put one student through it, and she just, it was amazing to see her go through it and to see her experience and just see her intuition grow as she started to do more and more, right? And her name's Amy. So if Amy, if you're watching this later on, so proud of you. And then she actually, we did classes that I created for this, are classes like CSI, which is card spread interpretation, where they send me an overview of some of their card spreads of what they've been going through, of what they're reading for themselves, and how that looks. And so they write down their notes and then they send me a picture of it and then I read it for them. And then whatever their reading is comparing notes to mine and see how their intuition is racking up or how it's going comparing into the symbols of what's going on. All right. What other decks do I have? All right. You guys are wanting to get on the list, let me know. Ooh. You got Page of Water and King of Fire. Interesting. All of this came up too. I didn't even realize I wanted to do an open house, and then I just, you know, Adam, maybe you should do an open house. Do a free sample of one of the classes that is in the course and see how that goes. Camera's all tilted. There we go. There we go. Cool. Now that looks a lot better. All right. So we're gonna use this deck right here since, hey, viewer number one, how's it going? So in some of the classes, we had CSI, then we had CSO, which is Card Spread Overview, which is we do a viewing of one of my previously done readings that I recorded, and we analyze it. We go over it. I show the students how I was picking out the information and where it was coming from. They get to watch it in real time, the reaction from the person as well as they're seeing the symbols come out and how that responds to them and how they're responding to it. It's really something different. It's really something that I don't know if that's in a lot of other trainings that people might go to experience, is to actually watch a live experience or a recording of an actual reading that's just unscripted, uncut, and it's just raw and natural. So let's go into what these are right here. This is my zodiac deck right here. This is going to help us understand what signs we're talking about. Okay, especially when I don't have anybody coming up. It's not more so predictive, but it's more so in the energies that are around or associated with this person, place, or thing. In the course, I discovered that there's a big, strong connection to archetypes. And archetypes is something that was probably created. I did a little bit of research. I don't know how for sure it is, but it's a concept created by Carl Jung, and he is this really, like, really big psychologist dude, right, in that field. And he actually has his own tarot deck too that associates what the mind connects to when it comes to symbols and symbology. So there's more about that. I'm barely going to scratch on that. That comes in the course as well. But let's go into what kind of energy we're going to be talking about right now. 1, 2, 3. All right. So we got some air signs going on right now. So we're going to be talking about air signs right now in a positive way. So air signs are, I think they're Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, of course. Right? Gemini, yeah. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So this is what we're going to be talking about right now. Let's go into... Ooh. Let's go. Any, mini, money, mo. Let's go in this deck right here. We have this Naked Heart Oracle deck or Tarot deck. One of the things that I teach in the course as well is to how to do cross deck association, how to use different decks, how to connect to them, how to use clarifier decks, how to pull the symbology, and how to keep going with the intuition of what the reading is about. How to set the intuition, the intention of what the reading is about. 1, 2, 3. All right, so here we are. Air signs. This is going to be for you. Or we're going to be talking about an air sign. 2 of Swords. All right, so right away, this is something that I'm going to point out in the class, is that this is already an air sign. This is already an air sign. As you could tell, it's depicted by this symbol up here on the top. I can see this symbol up here on the top. It's a triangle with a line through it. Here we go down here. 2 of Swords. Swords is also representation of the air as well, air element as well. There is right here a triangle with a line through it down right here as well. So here's the idea. The swords and the air sign is connection with, let's see. The sword and the air signs is connection with understanding that it's about mental thought, and we're thinking a lot. So we're thinking of 2 decisions or 2 choices that we have to make. And with it being in reverse, it's kind of a decision that we are not wanting to have to make. This is not our decision to make. Already, air signs, even Libras, have a hard time making choices with decisions that are not theirs. So if this is you, or if this is an air sign, this decision that you have to make is not yours. And so with the anchor coming in, it's weighing you down, right? If it was right side up and this decision would be yours anyways, it would still be weighing you down. The fact that this decision is not yours, it's still weighing you down, and it's still trying to figure it out. It's something that's new too. It hasn't come into full flourishing. The way I'm getting that is how it's new too is this crescent moon up here. It's not a full moon, and it's something that's new. It's something that popped up. So it's like, why am I being brought into this choice for some reason? There's confusion because it's a new feeling, it's a new thought that's going on right now. Again, what I like to point out is how the swords are part of the air sign is because these hilts right here on the sword is a feather. I like to point that out. So air sign as well. What I want to point out is, like, right behind her, it looks like there's a moon that's right behind this air sign that's indicating it's of the same nature. This decision that's not ours, weighing us down. What do we do? I understand I'm in this decision thing. I think we kind of all are in this decision making process right now. But right now we're talking about what's happening. Okay, so in the one card pulls, it's always going to be like what's happening right now. Okay, so with the next card, the clarifier card, it's a slash, kind of like what the decisions are about and kind of like a solution. So with the clarifier card, we're going to go into seeing like what kind of decisions are we conflicted with? What kind of decisions are we trying to make right now that aren't ours? Right? Or even who's bringing these decisions to us. All right, so with another deck, we're going to be doing that. Clarifier deck, cross deck association. These are my terms. I've came up with these. Cross deck association. Or clarifier cards. All right, so 1, 2, 3. When I do 1, 2, 3, I'm trying to show how you don't have to overcomplicate the shuffling of the deck. You don't have to do the, until one pops out. You don't have to do that. It's spirit activating the. You don't have to do that. You just 1, 2, 3. The deck will acclimate itself naturally. Just like the way you ever see a magician, like, you put the card on the bottom of the deck and you see the magician, how he pulls it all the way to the top or some other way. The deck acclimates magically, mystically, the way it's supposed to. It's talking to you. So whatever card is meant to come out, no matter if it popped out or it doesn't, wherever you cut the deck or wherever you pull the card, that card is meant for you. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Snail persistence. So this is not something that's going to be crucial, but this is the snail persistence, and it's in reverse. It's not something that is necessarily needed to make a decision on right now, but you notice that it's coming up, and the thing is that they're big decisions, though. They might not be as present right now, but the reason why they're coming up is because they're big decisions. They're big enough that they have an anchor tied to them that they're going to stop you, or that they're going to put you down, or that they're going to make you wait on something, because how big these decisions are, but how slow they're coming together. What's up? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then so here we go. We have the continued symbology going on with the pillars in reverse. Again, pillars in reverse. We're leveling up. This is something that it might be leveling up for some, but as the reason why it's taking so long, and the reason in the area of what these decisions are about, they might be able to level you up into where you want to go, but does it feel good? That's the upside down part of it. But does it feel good? So when you are thinking of like these decisions that are taking too long, but they're big decisions, these choices that you have to make, but they're gonna get you somewhere if you endure it or whatever. Yes, they might get you up there, but does it feel good to you? Is it gonna feel good? Is it gonna be worth it? Is it worthiness? Is it stuff that you're gonna be able to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, yeah, I feel accomplished, or yeah, I did it the right way. So that's what the pillars are about upside down. Yes, they're about like raising and structure and building and all that good stuff, but with it in reverse, is it something that's going to make you stand very proud to be standing in that way? Right? So that's about you. This is how it's going in about you and your decisions and your choices. That's why these thoughts are really big and they're new. They're making you think because they're probably already making you think about who you are and what kind of things that you want. So the snail and persistence, they're slow on oncoming, but they're big. So they're gonna need the time for you to think about them and how you're gonna handle them. Because in the end, yes, they might get you to the elevation that you want to get to, but is it gonna make you feel good about being there? Okay, so all that symbology coming out, all that story coming out of these cards. This is card slinging, being able to pull this out of that. All right. So I'm taking card. If you guys want one card pulls, let me know if you guys want to get on the list. All right, and I'll do a one card pull for you. Right now, I'm giving examples of card slinging by showing you in real time how it goes, right? And card slinging is what I'm teaching in a course in intuition, symbology, and card slinging. It's a course that I've created. I'm going in for round two. Round two is happening. I already put one student through it, and I'm opening it up again to put more in it. I have some guests coming in to help teach on certain subjects, so it's just gonna get even bigger and better. All right, and I'm actually doing an open house on Thursday, so you guys could get a sneak peek at one of the classes on what goes on in the course. All right, so let's clear this up and do another one. Alrighty. Woo. One, two, three. All right, let's see what we're talking about. Ooh, we're talking about Earth. All right, we're talking about some Earth signs. So with it being in reverse, right away I want to say that we're talking about Earth signs that are Earth signs. Okay, people that we know that are Earth signs. This is not us Earth signs. This is people that we know Earth signs. So the person that's watching, or you watching this person, that whose message this might be affected by, this is about your Earth sign. Okay, and what you might need to know about them. This is not predictive. This is not finding out about another person, but this is what you might need to know about yourself on how to interact with them. Okay, one. We're gonna go into the Naked Heart deck again. Talking about the hey Gina, how's it going? We're talking about the Earth sign in your life right now, okay? And how you need to interact with them, what they need from you. 1, 2, 3. 9 of Swords. So one thing they might need from you is either there's a lot going on right now for them, or you. No, there's a lot going on right now for you. Okay, and they might be feeling left out. They might be feeling left out or being pushed in the background when they actually should be more there for you. You should be more there for them in a way. The reason why this is coming through, why they're feeling left out, and 9 of Wands comes in. They helped create some of these wands that you're on. This Earth sign that you're ignoring. This Earth sign that you're letting fall into the background. They helped create some of these wands, these opportunities that you are on. Okay, I'm just gonna point that out there. See how that monkey dude is on the wands? The wands represent opportunities, represent things that we're doing, jobs, situations, positive situations, things that are taking us places, fire, growth, things like that. So the thing that's coming up, this Earth sign that needs your help, or this Earth sign that needs you in the way that they might need you to interact with them, they need more time with you. And it's messed up that you're ignoring them or letting them fall into the background when they've helped create some of these opportunities that you're in right now. These things that you're able to revel in and have this good life that you have right now. You're letting this person fall behind, especially when they helped you, when they helped provide some of those. So what are some ways that, what am I talking, well, let's go into Enchanted Alchemy deck. Oh, this is the Archetype deck. What kind of person do you need to show up to them? All right, let's get into that. What kind of person do you need to show up for them? 1, 2, 3. So right away, I'm gonna feel like either you're the son or the daughter of this Earth sign. It's a mom parent thing. So you're either the mom, you're the son or the daughter. You're the offspring. You're the seed. This card says the seed on it. How should you show up to this person? How should you be showing up around that person? Well, the archetype deck is right now telling me you're the seed, right? You're the reason why you're growing, right? They're the reason why you're growing right now because you're the seed. And the way that's coming up is like maybe you should act like that. Maybe you should act like that person's daughter or son in that respectable manner. If this is that slap in the face that you're in these opportunities and you're letting this most important person that was there for you, that helped create those opportunities, and you're letting them fall in the background. If you're noticing that and this sign is here for you, and how do I go back to them? How do I fix this situation? How do I, interact with them? I don't know how to interact with them. Like, we get that maybe sometimes because so much time has passed by. Maybe you need to just remember that you're their daughter or that you're their son. And that's all the thing you need to realize or get back to or understand. That they never wanted any of that big stuff. They just want their seed back, their son, their daughter back, in whatever way that might be. Okay. Well, how do I show that? That's what's coming up. How do I show that? Let's go with this deck right here. Whoa, okay. So I'm going to count that one right there. How do I show that? Shine through. How do you show that? How do you show that love back to that mother, that father figure? You just shine through. You just shine it right back on them. Just the way you shone on them when you were a little kid. You shine it right back on them. That gratitude. No, not gratitude. That appreciation. You shine that appreciation back on them. For those opportunities that you're dangling on, you're going to shine that opportunity. You're going to shine that appreciation for those opportunities back on them. Those fruits that you reaped from those opportunities, you could probably show those back to those things. That's an obvious one. This is like real clear cut one. The Earth card representation of mother, creation. The Nine of Wands representing a lot going on. A lot going on and almost the mastery of self, of opportunity, with it being number 9. And then, well, this archetype telling you who you are. You're the seed, you're the son, you're the daughter. And how to fix it, how to go back to them, how to go back to them without feeling guilty, or the thing that keeps us from going back to them is probably be feeling guilty or resentful, or not resentful, but guilty, shameful. There you go. Because of how long it's took us to go back to them or show them something good. Well, just shine through on them. Simply that. Just shine it on through on them. And there you go. Let's clean that one up. We're going to get into one more, and then I am going to cut it for the day. Alrighty. Alright, let's see who we're talking about right now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. This doesn't resonate for me. It's cool, Gina. It doesn't always have to resonate for everybody. There's 77.4 billion people in the world that could also resonate with it. It doesn't always have to resonate with just one person, and in different forms or in different ways. All right, we're talking about Capricorn. Capricorn came out. All right. Capricorn in reverse. So we're talking about Capricorn that's in our lives, all right, and how to interact with them. Talking about Capricorn that's in our lives. I know it's nice when it clearly does it, doesn't it? Does or doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Because if it was for you, that would be like, oh fuck, I have a problem with my mom now. But if it didn't, then great. Now things things are with your mom are great, right? Or your dad. That's a good realization right there on that part. All right, so we're talking about Capricorns, the Capricorns that are in our lives. For me, when they're in reverse on this, it's the Capricorns that are in our lives and what's going on. All right, so let's go into this one right here. Let's go back to this one. And so that's what I teach right there in the intuition part in the course that I teach, Gina, on card reading. That's the intuition part. Like you feel and you notice based on what you want and what you realize and what you know is for you. That is what kind of like anchors you into your intuition on how to discern what messages come through. Oh, that's for me or that's not for me. 1, 2, 3. Let's do a nice one. Boop. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. All right, the sun, Capricorn, upside down. All right, so this is actually going to be a falling out for our Capricorns. Our Capricorns, the Capricorns in our lives. I don't know if it's just because we stopped talking to them or it's just they're becoming distant. There was a certain Capricorn in our life that we just noticed that it started to not just be as there no more. We noticed that they either were less interesting or less interested in us. But it feels like more of the first one, that they just seem to be less interesting. They started going through either like this downward thing or this dimming of who they are, and especially with you, okay? What would be the case of why they dim down things with you? Let's go into archetype. What would be the case of why they would dim down things with you? 1, 2, 3. The creator, upside down. Well, whether they're a lot of these cards, I love that they're a lot in reverse. Hibernation comes into mind. Hibernation and needing to be on their own and needing to be with themselves comes into mind. It wasn't necessarily you. So if you need some explanation about a Capricorn that's going on in your life, they're needing some hibernation. They're just needing some separation from you, from a lot of things. So if you were strongly connected with a Capricorn and they're just not there anymore and you're wondering why, they're just needing their own time. Okay, but see, this is gonna go in the way that you are reacting and the way that you are acting though. Okay, so don't pester them, don't go after them, don't pursue them. Let them come to you. You know, make sure you are inviting, making sure you're cordial. Don't get offended at the fact that they're pulling away. They might just need that. Your responsibility is to make sure that you are always there, that you are ready for them when they come back. Right? That's your part. That's your part, and that's your understanding for this moment of your Capricorn. They're needing some creational moment. They might be an artist. They might be a writer. They might be someone that are in the creative arts. Okay, so to give more inclination to who this Capricorn is, they just might need a little bit more time on their own for what they're doing. So in your sense, be supportive, being there for them. And you might also be, what is this from? 1, 2, 3. No, Mo. Let me know, Mo. Let me know, Mo. Sphinx, ancient wisdom. This goes into ancient wisdom. So this is gonna go into like a deep knowing of them. This goes ancient wisdom that you might know of them already for a long time. So this might not be of them to do this, but again, this is your nudge. This is your connection to that situation. Let them kind of have that. Let them have their space, and you just be there in that supportive role for them. Okay. So these are some of the reading. These are the way pulling some of the information is like in the course. This is just very simple ways. But as we're going through the course and going more into personality and actual people, we get more detail out. We get more detail because their energy is actually there. Their energy is actually present, and in a spiritually minded way, their spirit guides and their people show up to start getting ready to talk to them to let them know what they need to know. Okay, so that's all what's going on in the woo woo on that part. And yeah, so that's it, guys. I'm gonna end it right there. And I might be on later on tonight or later on tomorrow to give more examples of card reading, card slinging, talk about more of the course in intuition symbology, and let you know about that. I'm gonna put that link in the comments one more time for you, so you guys could register for that open house and get a sneak peek at a class at what goes on in the course. Okay. So, and I'll go into detail a little bit more about what the class is as well. You're gonna see my Facebook on there. Friend request me, and then you get to see a lot of more of the stuff that I do. All right. You guys have a beautiful, bright, and shiny day, and I will see you guys on the next video. And if you guys can't, be the reason why somebody else does. All right.